Coming into the show, there was too much pressure. First of all, because this is going to be an adaptation, so there's expectation, there's going to be bashing, and there's of course going to be judgment from a lot of people. Comparison and everything. But the best thing about this was knowing the story. You know, how it was going to start, how it was going to end. So we had a reference. So we kind of had a manual or a guide as to how we can do it differently. So that was the advantage of it.
Parang advantage and then challenge din, no? Parang gano'n, no? Who else wants to answer? Pao?
Well, I think one of the hardest parts making this show is how, maybe also for the creatives, is how to make it as Filipino as possible, so it doesn't feel like an adaptation, but a Filipino version of Flower of Evil. And I think everyone did a great job.
All right. Who else? JC?
Nasabi na nila lahat. Pero of course, yung challenge naman all the time is paano mo gagawing mas maganda, mas interesting, mas flavorful.
Right.
Di ba? Yun naman yung palaging challenge eh. And with this one, naging confident yung buong production and even the cast members na, alam mo yun, to give everything kung ano yung meron tayo.
Right.
And nakita naman natin yung outcome. It was really different and then really flavorful. Pasok na pasok sa taste ng mga Pinoy.
Correct. Lovey?
Dinadala tayo ni Lovey sa Ayun.
Mahal, huwag ka tumawa.
Love life kasi ng love life eh.
Hindi lang naman love life ginagawa ko dito. Sorry, may trabaho din ako. But di ko pa pwede sabihin. But anyway, it's more of like making it your own for me. Yeah, so that was the challenge. But I'm just so glad with the guidance of our directors. Talagang, they led us to making it our own version. So.
All right. Kuya Dudes, I want to hear from you.
No, I think all of them, lahat ng mga artista involved will be the first to agree na ako siguro ang pinaka maraming years in service. Ang dami ko lang nagawang television, mga shows and movies for that matter. Kaya minsan umaabot talaga sa technique. You know, meron kayong mga nakasanayan. Alam mo na more or less the audience kung anong hinahanap, you know, at anong ma-appreciate at yung hindi na lang sigurong dapat gawin. That was the biggest challenge for me, is because I had to work with some very, very gifted actors.
Right.
Younger than I was. At the same time, adaptation ng isang foreign teleserye. At buti na lang kasi lahat sila naging supportive. Tatanong ko, ano sa mo dadalhin to? Direct sa mo gustong matapos tong eksena. So, kahit papano, hinahawakan pa rin yung kamay ko.
Right.
And as we were all holding each other's hands, para lang makalabas ng isang magandang produkto.
Right. I was about to ask you, Kuya Dudes, no, kasi you mentioned the word technique, pero did you also have the freedom to experiment and explore your character out of what was templated by the series?
No, MJ, I think yun ang isa sa mga ikinagulat ko was the fact that dito, bali todo.
Right.
Wala silang hiningi na kung anong pakakilala sa'yo, yun ay dapat. So, I went with the feel. Kung ano yung feel na binigay sa akin ni Paulo or ni Piolo,
or even
or
ni Agot.
Lovey. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Agot consistent. You know, it wasn't hard because we're friends.
Right.
So, medyo pero kami kasi ni na Piolo, I never really liked him kasi.
Yun na.
Yeah, hindi ko siya naman barkada. Pero kaibigang matalik. Yeah. Okay.
So humugot ka rin sa kanila.
Yeah, pero ang kaganda, nag-uusap kami.
Yeah.
You know, it isn't yung, ikaw, cut, doon ka sa trailer mo, doon ka sa dressing room mo. No, nandun pa rin kami at nag-uusap.
Right. Thank you, Kuya Dudes.
It's like every time I cross out someone that, okay, I've done a scene with them, and I feel so much better, and they make. So.
Ayun. Thank you, Lovey.
Thank you. Okay,
I'm so
good for
sorry,
you.
guys.
No, it's okay. You're good, Lovey.
Pero Lovey, ang ganda ng pagkakaset up mo dyan, ang ganda ng ilaw mo, except for the internet lang. Pero ito, fabulous setup there in your hotel room. Alright, so hotel ba yan or bahay? I don't know. Alright, so
Masaya naman. Dati napapanood ko lang si...
Ayun! Good answer, good answer.
Nasa elementary and high school.
Uy, grabe naman!
pero it's parang parang it's an achievement na parang yung mga hinahangaan mo nung dati. Nagkakaroon ka ng oportunidad para makatrabaho sila at matuto sa kanila. But yun nga.
Kasama si Kuya Dudes doon.
Oo naman. Pero ayun nga, Papa P naman is always young at heart and kaya niyang sumabay sa mga bata or sa mga veteran.
Bawi!
Siyempre, may bawi. And I learned a lot. I learned, siguro yung pinaka-takeaway ko kay Papa P is behind the cameras, it's always about being humble.
Nakabawi. Your turn, PJ.
What's good about Paulo, actually, nag-workshop pa lang kami before we started. That's when we broke the ice. And coming into the show, of course, there were a lot of expectations. But one thing I appreciated about Paulo is his commitment. He didn't watch the show, he didn't watch the Korean version because he really wanted to do a different take.
Oh.
And the kind of commitment that he gave, talagang matatakot ka sa set. He would isolate himself and he would really prepare for it. So nakakatawan, when we were in the scenes, no matter how long it took, wala kang marinig na complaint.
Right.
And very supportive. I mean, talagang mapupush ka rin sa limits mo, which is really good because, you know, it's a collaboration. So, ang saya ng experience, sobra. Nakakabitin.
Yun. Kaya EJ.
yeah, MJ, before I
So, yeah, I would love to do a movie with him. We talked about this then before, kahit nga mag-MMK kami. We've been doing drama for a while and you guys don't know or don't realize how funny he is, like, behind the camera. So that's something that I want people to see more of him.
Abangan namin yan. Movie or MMK?
correct Peach.
Yeah.
Yung mahal ko, puro love life. Pero one thing I really enjoyed about her is being a chameleon. You know, coming into the show, it was siya yung bago eh. But yung binigay niya, I mean, she was always scared, she was always fearful because parang, you know, ang laki nung scope ng character niya. But siguro one thing that made it easy, chemistry-wise, was she was really there. Yung innate talent, her skills, I was floored. I mean, talagang we just draw on each other's emotions, and it was easy for us because we both wanted to just make it work and make it more beautiful. So we were on the same page the whole time. She was supporting me and I was supporting her through and through until the end. Kaya nga nakakabitin kasi alam mo, pwede pa yun, meron pa kayong pwedeng gawin. And watching her do different scenes, especially yung mga action scenes niya, it was a delight to watch because walang pakialam, miski ma-aksidente, binato ni Joko Diaz, tumama yung likod niya, she was okay. She was always game. Anything just to make it work. So nakakamiss yung ganun. Sobrang nakaka-appreciate pag napanood mo.
Wait lang, ganda.
When you're there on set and you share the same energy, and si Piolo kasi he kind of is, of course our directors are the captain of the ship, but Piolo is the one that's holding the group together, and energy is very contagious. So when the leader gives his best, does not even complain, you have no choice but to actually be the same. Kasi you have to emulate such character. And now I understand why Piolo's always been on top of, he's always been Piolo Pascual for a reason. Not just because he's an amazing actor, but because of his character as a person. So.
Bawi ka naman, di na ako galit.
Alright. Okay.
Yung history na yan, wow.
Alright, let's respect that, Alan.
Thank you. Congratulations. MJ, isang pahabol na
Okay.
question. Pao, kasi for someone though who is not a big fan of,